In our last episode, we were building together for the first time in ages, and we enjoyed it so much, we're doing it again. But this time, things don't go so well.
Aren't you just so glad I'm here helping?
Feel no pressure, my darling.
I make a mistake that costs us a whole afternoon.
Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Sorry.
And John almost makes another not-so-good hole in the wall. The good news is, we found a plumber. And George and our friend Celia join us to figure out how to make this tiny little space into a usable and beautiful bathroom. In 2021, we bought this abandoned farm in northern Portugal. Over the last few years, we've worked hard, renovating, landscaping, homesteading, and shaping this patch of Portuguese mountainside into our family home. Now it's time to get serious, and we're about to go all in. With an application approved from our local authorities, we're taking on the enormous challenge and huge financial burden
Exciting times.
of knocking down the old dilapidated houses on our farm. And along with a Portuguese architect and team of builders, building a traditional stone house from the ground up. This will be an epic story, and one that we would love to share with you.
Are you alright?
So please remember to hit that subscribe button, because this adventure is just getting started.
Wow, look at that.
Well, folks, we loved working together so much the other day. We're doing it again.
We are doing it again.
There he is.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Well, we need to get everything, all of our ducks in a row, or if you like, pipes in a row, ready for when George comes.
George is a plumber. Yay!
George is a plumber. Before we carry on, Peter, you mentioned in one of your comments that you hoped that Crusoe didn't go to bed with the toad that you picked up in the last episode.
Oh, it's so slippy in there.
He didn't, but he wanted to. Anyway, we've got to cut holes here and a big hole. I'm going to be echoing, aren't I?
It's okay.
How's that? Is that a bit better?
No.
So we're going to be cutting holes in the wall here.
That whole thing out?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This is going to be basically this, because it's a really tight space, we're going to put the cistern for the toilet in the wall. It's a really snazzy piece of kit. It cost 150 quid, but I think it was worth it. And the reason for that is it's a really, really, really thin pot. You know, normal cisterns are like this wide, aren't they? And like that. This one is really thin, holds the same amount of water, but it's really tall. And it goes inside the wall, so that the toilet then attaches onto that. So there'll be no cistern here, there'll just be a button on the wall.
Now, I have to tell a funny story about the toilet.
Yeah.
So I went bathroom shopping for all of this stuff, and this toilet is going to be either a great success or a total disaster. Because we have a really, really small bathroom. Like, I actually can't even spread my arms out across it.
No. It's 130 centimetres
So
wide.
it's 130 centimetres wide by 230 centimetres long. So it's really small. Anyway, so I said to the ladies in the shop, I was like, I would need a really small toilet. So they showed me some really small toilets. And I hope I haven't bought a toddler toilet. I don't think it's a toddler toilet, but it's a really small toilet. My children will love it. They'll be very excited. And I had such a laugh with them because I was like, ladies, I never thought that this would happen to me, but I'm having to imagine people that I know on this toilet, trying to just make sure that everyone I know, of all different varieties and sizes, can fit on my guest toilet. It was a very peculiar moment.
Don't even go. I mean, let's just. Hey, what did Kimberly say?
She wanted to see around the stone house. Shall I go and show her?
I think so. Yeah, go and have a look around the stone house. Kimberly, just for you.
And you can also stop imagining my dad on the loo. Well, since I'm up here, I will start here. So, Kimberly, you wrote in and said, please could you show us the stone house? I don't know anything about it. Now, I have put together a playlist all about the renovation of this little stone house, which I will link up the top here. So if you want to catch up on the whole process, then go there and all the videos will be in chronological order and it'll be nice to catch up. But this is the house that we first moved into when we arrived on the farm because it was the only one that was kind of semi-livable. Well, it was livable. And since then, it's kind of been a guest house and it's sort of deteriorated slowly as we connected to the mains water and the pipes burst and the walls were leaking and it's all got a bit kind of musty, if you will. Although not right now, but it did over the winter get quite musty and horrible. So it definitely needs what we're doing to it, which is a total revamp and a total refurb. Anyway, so this is the bedroom. It's not big. This is just a normal, is it a queen size bed? King size bed? King size bed.
King size, yeah.
We have a super king in our room because the boys still sleep with us, so we need lots of space. So what basically this is going to be is a giant bed across here when we move in here, because this is where we're going to live while we are building the big house. And then John's going to build some built-in wardrobes for us in that corner, and that's it. There's no space for anything else really, is there?
Well,
maybe a vanity or something.
Actually, I was thinking over in that corner could be the bunk bed, the boys' bunk beds.
Oh, that's a good idea. Where's my wardrobe going? Not such a good idea,
Just stop clothes shopping.
I don't have that many clothes. I'm not sure. I haven't been shopping.
Or you should be like me. All you need is true classic and a pair of jeans.
All right, anyways, this is the bedroom, and this is our teeny weeny wee bathroom, which we've just been in. Anyway, we'll head down the stairs now, and I will fill you in on the rest of it. For those of you that have been here for the journey, if this bit isn't that interesting, stick with me, because I'm going to tell you what we're going to do in all of these spaces, and explain where everything's going to be laid out. So hopefully there's something new for you here too. We've just come up with a solution to our wardrobe problem. So the plan will be bunk beds over there where that wardrobe is, with two big deep drawers at the bottom of each of them, so that we can put the boys' clothes in the bunk bed. In this corner here, we're going to put a hanging rail and some shelves, and over here a chest of drawers. And we're going to live a very minimalist lifestyle, so everything will fit. Watch this space. Right. Oh, hello, boys.
You made a painting.
Well done. I love it. Thank you. Did you paint Obi? It's a bit mucky in here, boys. Look.
Mucky.
Yeah, it's mucky. Hey, do you want to go outside where it's nice and clean?
No.
No? Oh, okay. We also need to replace the windows in here because they have been eaten by bugs. So we've got some kind of wood borers in here. Which was a big problem in this house, actually. All the furniture had been eaten, and it's all a bit like this wardrobe's been eaten and that chest of drawers. So they'd obviously made themselves quite at home. Anyway, new windows, new electrics, new plumbing, new bathroom, new lights, new beds. And also, we're hoping to put down a real wooden floor straight on top of these tiles, which will make it feel super cozy and really, really warm. Remember, this is going to be our home for 2, possibly 3 years as we build the big house. So, you know, we're keen that we really put in a lot of effort into making it really beautiful so that it's a lovely place for us to live. But then also, after we're finished living in it, it's a really nice place for our guests to come and stay. And we do get a lot of those. So, yeah, it's worth the time, money and effort that we're spending on it.
Before we start, we'll have a look downstairs in a minute, but probably a lot of you guys know what's downstairs anyway. Oh dear, that's not good. That's really not good. Last. And we got a bucket.
In the other house we do, not here. There's a bag there if you want to use that as a start.
No.
Plumbing, huh?
Got it.
Got one? Well done.
All of that will dry anyway, but actually, we're going to need another bucket.
Okay, I'm on it. Where can I look? That's the closest thing I could find, love, plant pots.
Great, thank you. So it looks like we're going to empty that whole tank.
That'll be fun.
It'll be a lot nicer to take it off the wall, won't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, whilst we're doing that, I think it was Louise mentioned anybody want to go to the toilet?
Should I go and empty it?
Huh?
Should I go and empty them?
Yeah, go, take that one.
Right.
Louise, we'll get back to you in a minute.
Oh, that was quick. I just got back.
Yeah, there we go. Let's just pop that. Actually, let's take it straight outside. It's going to get wet. All right, this is
nice. Yeah, it does. It feels bigger. That's crazy.
That leak is coming from. Do you remember?
Yeah. Oh, we've had endless plumbing issues with this house, haven't we?
Yeah, there. It's coming from right there. I can feel water in there right now.
Weird. So there's obviously a pipe that's popped behind there. Wow, that is soaked.
That is absolutely soaked, yeah. That's the problem, look. Whatever that problem is, whatever it is, that's a big problem.
Wow. There's honestly just been no end to plumbing problems in here. So, a couple of people, Ash from Earth and a user with lots of numbers. I don't know who your name is, I'm so sorry, but you're obviously two of our wonderful, wonderful patrons.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Ash, you said that you guys would love to have known about the puppy first. You're quite right. And you guys usually do know all about the puppy first, all about those big things first. And the other person said that if the last week's video felt like a Patreon update, because often we will take our patrons around the farm in real time and give you an update of what's going on, because usually we're filming and releasing kind of 2 weeks ahead of schedule, if you will. So YouTube allows us to film and edit and schedule videos long into the future so that we can stay on top of our workload. It helps us masses. But at the moment, and the reason you guys didn't hear about Obi first is because he quite literally just arrived on the farm. We had to release a video like the next day. So it was all kind of super speedy. We're filming in real time currently, and that's quite unusual. So that's why these things have felt a little bit more like things that would usually appear on Patreon. And if you don't know what Patreon is, it's a members only space where you can join for as little as £3 a month. And in fact, you can now join for free, but you don't have access to any of the posts. And it's where we post exclusive content and more kind of real-time updates and have more in-depth chit-chats about stuff that's going on the homestead. So if you're interested in joining us over there, we'd love to have you. And the link is in the description below.
Louise, you mentioned in a comment a couple of weeks ago, a week ago, about safety equipment. A lot of you do, actually. It's always perplexing to me how vested you guys are in my health and safety, and for that I am grateful. But Louise specifically mentioned about my mask that I was wearing when we discovered this little room down there below my feet. And she noticed that it wasn't fitting properly. Even gave it a name, N95, I think she called it. Louise, I went out and I purchased this badger. Basically, I think this one's good for everything, including nuclear disaster. I think it goes on like this. And then I think that goes over up there like that.
Ear protection.
I think I'm going to pass out.
I think you're wearing more PPE now in this one moment than you've ever worn.
I've got to get out of here, I can't breathe. Oh, blimey. Louise, I get it, man. I'm not going to be picking dust out of my nose for the rest of the day, but
How's that?
can't breathe.
Uh-oh.
We got a hole come straight through.
That's not good. This house is such a mystery. Should we just knock it down? Call Mario.
No, not now. Okay, quick text to George, I think. Basically, I'm trying to cut the hole into the wall where the cistern unit is going to go, and the void that I'm creating is around about 7 centimeters deep, and I'm having some difficulties not smashing straight through the wall. But my question is that 7 or 8 centimeters, well, 8 centimeters if it's all the way through the wall, is that going to be enough for George to work with? All right, Celia's one of our neighbours, also helps us out, like a lot of neighbours are helping us out here. And she basically helps us find stuff that we wouldn't otherwise be able to find. George is one of her mates, and George, so she's going to text George now and just find out what we should do about that. But look, this is the situation. I could poke my finger into the bathroom, right through the wall. It is, this wall here is only 8 centimeters wide. So I know, Anthony, you were saying about having to put a lintel underneath here where we've just cut through. You're quite right. We will eventually put a very strong lintel in there. We won't do that until we've got the boiler in there, because otherwise it's going to be tricky to get the boiler in. And this wall here isn't a supporting wall. It's got 8 centimeter hollow bricks on top of it, and that's supported on the floor, that's supported by this, that's supported by the floor joists. Hopefully everybody followed that. Hello team, we are just about to release our Iceland video, and well, before we went to Iceland I sorted out our travel insurance great family cover from My Global Shield. You guys know that I'm a seasoned traveller with 163 countries under my belt. I've been all over the place, and up until recently travel insurance hasn't been something that's featured particularly high on my must-do list before I travel. But now that I've got a family, a couple of kids and a wife to look after, I want to make sure that I'm fully supported and that my family is fully looked after when we get out there on the road. My Global Shield has been my particular choice because it makes getting insurance so simple. There's no hidden extras, there's no hidden terms and conditions. It's all right there. The website's super simple to negotiate yourself around, and it offers everything that I need for an insurance policy to do. It ticks basically all the boxes. It's affordable, it's comprehensive, it's going to look after my luggage, which is the most likely problem that I'm going to have. And if I do fall sick or anybody in my family falls sick, we're going to be well taken care of too. So remember, this Friday over on TheNewbys Explore, our other channel, you'll be able to watch us having a family adventure over in Iceland, the first of a 2-part series. And if you're on the hunt for great travel insurance, click on our unique link below and you'll go through to the My Global Shield website. That's excellent. So George has just texted. He's coming later today at around about 6 o'clock. Love having the help of the local people. It's kind of cool because if you imagine this English family rock up and situate themselves in your village, and you're a Portuguese village, very local Portuguese village, you're going to be a little bit curious about who they are and what they're up to, especially if they've got a YouTube channel that's getting 1 million views every month. So by employing and having local people come and visit us really regularly, there's less of a who are those people and more of a, oh, that's John and Tara, Crusoe and Sawyer. They're the YouTubers.
Darling,
Nice.
I just got a rose thorn in my forehead.
We're going to have to start tying that up, aren't we?
Yes, you are. Look, there you go. Dangerous. Danger zone. Right, next job.
Right. Whilst we wait for George, let's pop this on the wall.
Okay.
This is pretty handy, look. It says, I was just about to say, it's really difficult to know which way round these guys, this goes, but really clear. This side up.
See, I find that quite confusing because that writing's now upside down, so I'd have turned the roll. However, if you look down, it says this side up down there as well.
Are you kidding me?
Aren't you just so glad I'm here helping you,
We'll leave
darling?
you to that, darling.
Right, let me get a tripod.
So this stuff is basically here to waterproof the wood and protect it as much as possible. Then we'll put those battens on top of it, and then we'll put the wood on top of
Cladding.
that.
Cool. Can you do the cladding today, do you think?
Yeah, we can start. Let's get this on first.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Speedy. Right, I'm going to put you lot on a tripod with a time lapse, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Also, Kimberly, by the way, I haven't forgotten to show you around the house. Oh, shit. Oh, darling, I just cracked a tile.
Okay.
Oh, my God, I'm so sorry.
We're going to need to fix that.
Oh, no. Are they always going to be like that, or would they be stronger once they're grouted? They'd be stronger once they're grouted. Oh, gosh, I am, like, not... Anyway, love you. Right, time lapse.
waiting while I gather my thoughts. I see you for who you are, and it's all that I want. I take my time, cause what I've learned is there's no need to rush. It's the moments of patience that break us and make us fall in love.
Let me help you. Oh, there we go. Right, well, John doesn't really need me right now, so I'm going to leave him wrapping and quickly finish off the tour of the house. And for anybody who doesn't know what we're working with in its entirety here, I'll be super careful about standing on these tiles so I don't crack another one. Careful, buddy. So this is the stairwell that connects the kitchen to the bedroom up here. And obviously there's our new room, which we were talking about earlier, where we're going to put the water boiler and probably some sort of storage. But the plan in this space, and I alluded to this last episode, but I didn't want to go into too much detail, give too much away. But John is going to build a bookcase, which is going to go from down there in this kind of void all the way up and create a new kind of banister, sealed space so the boys and Obi can't fall off the stairs here. And it's all nice and safe, but also a beautiful space to put books and things. Hopefully make this whole staircase a lot less echoey and kind of empty. And we are replacing these with transparent glass that's shatterproof, because that is not shatterproof, which is a disaster with two small boys. And then this leads down into the little kitchen. Now the kitchen is really small and it doesn't have any windows. We've only got the door to bring in natural light, but it's the one house that's got loads of character. These beautiful kind of granite stones in the wall, I love it. And we actually really love the tiles that we inherited in here, these blue speckle, like blue patterned tiles. And we've got spares in the knock garage, which is great in case we do need any more. So what we're going to do is build a new kitchen in here. What he said. So build a new kitchen in here along here with our oven and stove beneath the traditional chimney, and we're going to put new wall cabinets up on the wall as well for storage. I think there's just about enough space for our family fridge in there, and it's going to be a squeeze because this is a small space. There's no kind of getting around that, but I'm comfortable that we're going to have enough space for storage and enough space for kind of work, food prep. And I'm hoping that we can fit our little dining room table in, which we also inherited in here, which is a beautiful marble table. It's very small and just fits the four of us around us, but we really need it in here just for those rainy days so that we've got somewhere to eat. And I'm also kind of envisaging some sort of wonky shelves that wrap around these granite stones with all my jars and pantry stuff on it, you know, one of those kind of exposed kitchen pantries. We're going to need to get very inventive with lighting in here because it is so dark and we need to really lift it. But there used to be a door there and that's now gone, which is great. And John's going to build a stable door for the front here with, I think, a nice big window in it just to continually bring in lots of light. And these are the doors for the extension, which we'll head up to now. Now, Chris, be careful on the tiles. Don't touch the door with a stick. Don't step on the edges of the tiles. I wish I'd known that before. Daft. Turn you around. So there we go. There's the kitchen and Crusoe. Hi, buddy. Sora's asleep. Up the stairs and out into our new extension, which is going to be our living room. So we'll have lovely big sofas, lots of comfortable things. We're recycling the windows from our other house for the windows in here. So there'll be beautiful kind of green wooden shuttered windows. Beautiful view out over the mountains. Nice big sliding door so you can see the view. Nice big beautiful window. And a pitched roof, which actually is quite high. So yeah, that is the stone house. If you've got any questions, of course, pop them in the comments below. But I hope that's filled in anybody who hasn't had a walk around here recently so that you know what we're working with. And like I say, that playlist is on our channel, Stonehouse Renovation, so that you can watch the whole thing in its entirety from start to finish.
That's pretty much all we can do because I've run out of staples.
Yes, you found a beetle, I know.
What is that, Crusoe?
There's a rainbow.
It's got red on its back, on its oh, it's still alive. I thought it was dead.
That was very brave, Dad.
You know, beetles get stuck on their backs, Crusoe, and then they can't fly away.
I think, do you want to put him in a bush or something, buddy? Because if Obi eats him, sometimes these things can be bad for dogs.
That looks like a cicada.
No, it doesn't.
No? Are you one of those animals that makes the noise?
Cicada. Do we have cicadas here? Do you remember our first year here when we had that enormous stag beetle on the tree down the bottom there?
I do, yeah.
That was mega, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He's a jewel beetle.
Okay,
Got it.
Or
that makes
metallic.
sense.
Oh dear. A metallic wood boring beetle.
It's okay because yesterday I poisoned all of the wood.
That might be why he's looking a bit knackered.
Maybe.
The larvae of this family are known as flat-headed borers. The family is one of the largest of the beetles with some 15,500 species. Oh yay, is this the cladding?
Yeah, this is the cladding.
Okay.
So the idea basically will be that goes there, and then that goes on top like that.
We got love that we'll never need to hide. Love will always rise above. Whatever comes, we will be just fine. If I am yours and you are mine. Take my hand and let's fly away to another galaxy. Hold me close, I want to feel your love. Together we are free. Just be with me. Just be with me. Just be with me. Now we're one with the sun over our heads, and at night we'll be the stars. We can go any place that we want to. I don't care if that's too far. Take my hand and let's fly away to another galaxy. Hold me close, I want to feel your love. Together we are free. Just be with me. Just be with me. Just be with me.
All right, it's been a while, I'll be honest with you. Since I stopped doing that, basically what happened was I sent Tara off to, well, I didn't say, that sounds weird, doesn't it? Tara got in the car and drove herself willingly to Maxmat to go and pick up some more staples for the stapler. And voila, we've got the staples. Then she drove all the way back here, gave me the staples with glee in her eyes and a t-shirt that read, "Leave chickens alone," or something like that. And then I went to staple some more of this fabric on the wall. And she had left this piece at the hardware store because she'd been taking it out to test that the staples fitted inside. Very smart. Not so smart, though, to leave that piece at the hardware store. So I had to drive all the way back to the hardware store to pick it up and come back, which is around about 45-minute round trip. Didn't feel at all aggrieved by that. Not one little bit. Not to worry, I said. I'll go. So here we are. 6 hours later, give or take 4 or 5 hours. And we are going to put up the rest of that fabric around the side of it so that we can carry on with the cladding. Do you have anything to say for yourself in defence?
Sorry.
One really, really cool thing about projects like this is when I look at that, I think it looks pretty cool. And when it's finished, I can sit on a chair that I'm going to build that'll be around about there, and I can say, I built that.
Sorry.
That's all right, darling.
I thought I'd done so well. And it was one of those annoying trips, you know, when everything just takes so much longer. The supermarket. Saw I had a tantrum in the supermarket. He's very quiet with his tantrums, but he doesn't move. He just sits there. He's really funny because he'll sit down and then he gets really cross and then you try and like get him out of it and he tries really hard not to laugh. So he's like, and it's so funny. All the people were laughing at him. Anyway, it took me 10 minutes to get him out of the shop. It was quiet, peaceful 10 minutes, but 10 minutes nonetheless. And then as I was getting out of town,
I'm going to sit down, darling, just for a little while you carry on. There we go.
The fuel light, we get it all out anyway, aren't we? Anyway, the fuel light came on, so I had to turn around and go back and get fuel. It took ages, and then I got back and John said, "Where's the back of the stapler guy?"
And after I got back from the hardware store, having gone to the hardware store to pick up the stuff that Tara dropped on the floor, when I got back, I said, "So what do you think then?" And
I hadn't noticed.
you hadn't even noticed. Look at it.
I was washing my veggies.
Peace out.
I didn't notice, but it looks amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it. So, despite significant setbacks, I think we've had an all right day, haven't we?
You know, that's the end of a really busy, kind of great fun day. Now I can see my boys running around in the back there. It's time to stop work, go and have a bit of a play, probably down on the lawn, turn the sprinklers on, that kind of stuff. I'm really looking forward to that best part of the day, and have some supper, and then it'll be back at it tomorrow morning. Thanks very much for joining us again, folks. Really, really genuinely, as always, appreciate you being here. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, like, turn on notifications. We'd love to have you along for the journey. We will see you next time in a couple of days.
Coconut rice and steamed greens for supper?
Love it. Delicious.
Even though you tried to rehome me? Here comes trouble. Where have you been, Mr. Obi? Hey, where have you been? Where have you been? We've been terrorising the chickens. Oh, you're such a fluffy teddy. Oh, what joy you bring. You're eating the strawberries. They're definitely not ready, buddy. There's a bee. Where's a bee?